All right, Dalton, now for our number 4 edge defender in college football and our best edge defender in the ACC, and that is Ashton Gillotte from Louisville. What makes him a top 4 edge defender in college football right now?
Man, he was so much fun to watch, and you know, you had a really good Louisville defense last year, and he's the best player on it. And it's balance, it's strength, it's versatility. I'm going to start with the grading. He is the only Power 5 returning player other than Jack Sawyer, who last year had 80 plus run defense and pass rush grades. Right, like he's got balance. He's a terrific run defender, 8th in the country in run defense grade last year. And you just have a combination of, like, you can line him up anywhere on the line of scrimmage, anywhere from the A gaps all the way outside, and he's going to do something productive, right? High effort pass rusher, really good power pass rusher, really collapses the pocket well. And I was surprised watching him. I had to look at the athleticism score for him because I was like, his first step isn't great, but his closing speed to the quarterback, like, or even pursuing the quarterback late in plays, it's a real problem for offenses, for quarterbacks. You see him running down athletic guys, Drake May, Haynes King. Like, dudes that big should not have closing speed like Ashton Gillotte does. And then, of course, I look it up, and he's got a 98.7 gas score. So he's kind of different. Like, he's got a little bit more of like freak traits than I thought he did. But I was shocked at how well he closes on the quarterbacks. Like, the one to me was I think he closed on Haynes King. I saw a play where he was scrambling to his left, and Haynes King is blazing fast for Georgia Tech. He's blazing fast. And Gillotte, like, got an angle on him and ran him down before he could turn his shoulders to the line of scrimmage. And I was like, whoa, I don't remember this part from last year. Maybe I just didn't watch it I was watching the run D a lot last year because he's a spectacular run defender, just so well built for that sort of thing. But he's got a combination of size and speed and versatility that makes him really, really fun and makes him the anchor of that defensive line.
Dude, the athleticism to me as well was a big surprise. I look at him, first of all, he's 6'3", 270 pounds, and you think, okay, he's a powerful player, and he's exactly that. He's a really, really powerful player, which is why he's such a dominant run defender. 84.8 run defense grade this past year was 8th among all edge defenders in the country. But man, I mean, the 98th percentile gas score in each of the last 2 years really shows up, man. And he also was 10th in the country with 58 pressures in the nation as well. So really quick, can win anywhere on the defensive line, like another ACC edge defender that we talked about in Ruben Bain Jr. as well. I think Gillotte, man, you put him on the interior, you put him on the edge, you could do anything, man. You could play wide 9, you could play even some zero tech. I saw some snaps for Louisville. It was kind of crazy for that, but I think you could play anywhere on the defensive line. Could play 3 tech for them as well. Really just an athletic player, powerful player, and just a great and productive run defender and pass rusher for the Cardinals right now. What are some of the weaknesses, though, with Gillotte's game you see right now, Dalton?
I think the closing speed is spectacular, like when he's pursuing in the open field and things like that. I wonder if his first step could just be a little bit better, just getting off the line of scrimmage, especially at 275. That's getting in that tweener territory with his weight, where you go, is he an edge player, or is he something more like, man, I almost want to say an Ed Oliver or a Logan Hall, where it's like, does he have to be, is the versatility, is that what makes him great, right? Like we talked about with Ruben Bain, it's like, where should he be? And with Gillotte, is it a jack of all trades thing? Is he like pretty good at every spot? Is he going to be explosive enough, or could he take a few pounds off to stay out wide? But I think that's, to me, it's his first step, and it's his initial. I think a lot of his pressures also come from high effort. Look, he had 58 pressures last year, which was 10th most in the country. A lot of them can be later. A lot of them can be pursuing and using his athleticism late in the play. I think he's another guy who just that initial get off and just getting that first move and winning a little bit quicker, because he's a dominant player now, and this level, he should not have that level of athleticism at 275. Mm-hmm. So long term, it's going to be about where to use it. But I think if he were to improve his get off just a little bit, you're talking about a really, really darn good edge defender who could work his way into the first round of next year's draft.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the get-off can be improved. I think he doesn't have a great length for the position either, which I think shows up in tackling. He was 48th percentile in terms of tackling last year, missed about 14% of his attempts. I also think he's a great run defender in terms of setting the edge, at that, but I don't think he makes too many plays in the backfield that much for Louisville, at least not from at least the games that I watch of his. So I think he can afford to make a little bit more plays in run defense. But again, as a run defender, he's already spectacular setting the edge, so maybe that's just what he does as a run defender. But I don't know. I could see a little bit more tackles for loss, a little more plays and more stops in the run game. I think that's another thing that I wanted to see Gillotte do a little bit better too. But like we said, man, productive pass rusher, productive run defender, great size, and he's a really good athlete too. All those together, man, I mean, that makes for a really amazing college football player and a really intriguing NFL prospect as well. So number 4 is Ashton Gillotte, the edge defender from Louisville.